The year is 1995. And this child is 5 years old. It's his first day of school. And he's all excited. Wakes up, his parents, his mom's in the kitchen making him macaroni. His dad's sitting at the table drinking coffee. And they're all excited. Whole house, just pumped. His mom packs his lunch, gets everything ready. His dad's like, son, you excited for school? Yeah, I can't wait, Dad. Well, your mom's gonna drive you today. No, I've got it. I'm gonna walk. I'm a grown boy now. I'm gonna walk. And the dad looks at the mom like, you sure that's okay? He's always been independent, so maybe let's just let him do it. Let's let him do it. So packs his backpack, gets his lunch, walks out the door. Mom and dad stand at the door and they're waving by. Bye, son. Have a good day. Boy's like, see y'all. So he's walking, thrilled out of his mind. First day of school. But as he gets to the end of his neighborhood, this big fifth grader shows up. Starts picking on him. He's like, hey, kid. Look at you, you dummy, with your ugly pink backpack. He's like, leave me alone. It's my first day of school. And well, you're a loser. Look at you, all by yourself. Leave me alone. I just want to go to school. Oh, yeah? Well, you purple flower. Purple flower? Yeah, purple flower. And just leaves. So the whole exchange took so long that now the kid's late for class. It's his first day of school. He didn't want to make a bad impression on his first day. So he gets to class, walks in, teacher's like, excuse me, why were you late to class today? It's the first day. Well, I was on my way to school, and I was all excited, but then this big fifth grader came out of nowhere. He started picking on me, and he was calling me names and just being really mean. And he said one name, and it just, I don't know what it means. It was just real mean. Well, what did he call you? You can talk. I'm your teacher. You can talk to me. It's okay. Just tell me, what was the name? Okay, it was Purple Flower. The teacher immediately is insulted. She says, go directly to the principal's office. So the 5-year-old's like, man, it's my first day of school and I'm going to the principal's office? So he goes in the principal's office and the principal sits down with him. He says, hey, son, why are you here? It's the first day of school. How did you possibly get sent to the principal's office? I'm not telling you. I told the teacher and I got in trouble. No, you can talk to me. Look, I'm here to help you. I'm your principal. Okay, well, I was on my way to school and I was all excited for my first day. And then this big fifth grader came out of nowhere. And he started calling me names and picking on me. And he said one name, and I don't know what it means, but it just seemed really mean. Well, what was the name? What did he call you? No, I'm not telling you. I got in trouble. I'm not saying it. Look, I'm your principal. I'm here to help you. Just tell me, what was the name? Okay, it was Purple Flower. Immediately, the principal is just furious, expels him from school, is not allowed to come back. So the kid goes home, his mom's there, his dad's at work, and she's just sitting there, and the boy walks into the house. She's sitting at the table, looks up, and is like, son, what happened? It's only 9 o'clock. Why are you home? No, I'm not telling you. Every time I tell somebody, I get in trouble. I'm your mother. Just tell me. I love you. Just talk to me. Oh, okay. Well, I was on my way to school, and I was all excited. You were here. I was all excited. And then this big fifth grader came out of nowhere, and he just picked on me, and he was so mean. And he called me this name. I don't know what it means, but every time I tell someone, I get in trouble. Well, what was the name? Tell me, what was the name? No, I'm not telling you. Every time I tell someone, I get in trouble. Look, I'm your mother. I love you. Just tell me, what was the name? So, okay. It was Purple Flower. The mom cries, sobbing. The dad walks in from work. He came home early, and he's like, son, what did you do? What did you do to your mother? No, I'm not telling you. And the mom whispers in his ear. And the dad's like, leave. Never come home. I don't want to ever see you again. The son leaves with his backpack, And now he's on the road, 5 years old, homeless, all by himself. So he goes under this bridge, and there's this homeless man there. And he's sitting, he's got his backpack, and he's just looking all nervous, just worried. And you hear him just kind of whimpering, like, This homeless man's like, man, I need to talk to this kid. Like, what in the world could a 5-year-old be on the road by himself? Like, what could he have possibly done? So he says, son, can I talk to you? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. No, don't worry. Look, I want to know what could possibly be wrong. I just don't understand why you would be so young here on the road by yourself. I'm not telling you. Every time I tell someone, I get in trouble. Something bad happens. Look, just tell me, why are you on the road by yourself? What happened? Okay, I'll tell you. I was on my way to school. It's my first day of kindergarten. And I'm walking, and I'm all excited, got my backpack. And then out of nowhere, this big 5th grader shows up. And he starts picking on me and calling me all these names. And I don't know, he called me this one name, and I just didn't know what it meant. But every time I tell someone, they get mad, I get in trouble. And I'm not telling anyone what it was. Look, no, you can tell me. Like, just tell me, what was the word? No, I told my teacher sent me to the principal. I told my principal, and I got expelled. Then I went home and I told my parents, and now they kicked me out of the house. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Look, I've heard a lot of things, a lot of weird things on the street. So just tell me the name. Maybe I can tell you, what it was. Oh, okay. Well, the name was Purple Flower. Homeless man immediately jumps up and he says, I'm suing. So he takes this 5-year-old kid to court, 5 years old, walks in the courtroom. The judge is just sitting there like, I have a homeless man suing a 5-year-old. What could have possibly happened? So the judge calls the little boy up to the bench and he says, son, why are you here? What happened? No, I'm not telling you. Every time I tell someone, something bad happens. I'm not telling you. Listen, I'm a judge. I can help you out. You're 5 years old. I just want to help you. I don't want something bad to happen here. Just tell me what happened. Oh, okay. Well, I was on my way to school. It's my first day of school. I'm on my way, got my backpack, and I'm walking down the street in my neighborhood. And then this big 5th grader shows up. He starts calling me names. He's picking on me. And he calls me this one name, and I don't know what it means. And he just said it, and he left. Well, what was the name? No, I'm not telling you. Every time I tell someone, something bad happens. Look, no, tell me. It's okay. I'll help you out. Just, what was the name? Okay. It was Purple Flower. The judge immediately stands up, hits his gavel, sentenced to 55 years in jail. Take him away. Kid just, oh my God. So they lock him up, 55 years. So now, it's 55 years later. He's now 60 years old. And he goes to this local bar. And he's sitting there, he's drinking. There's this man that he sits down next to. And there's a TV on in the corner. And this guy looks up at the TV and he just kind of looks at it and he sees man released after 55 years in prison. He looks at the picture of the man and he realizes, I'm sitting right next to the same guy. This is him. So he leans over and he says, hey, I don't want to pry, but why were you in jail for 55 years? No, I'm not telling you. I just did 55 years in jail. I'm not telling anyone. No, look, you served your sentence. Just tell me, what happened? Okay, I'll tell you a story. I was on my way to school. I was just 5 years old. And I was so excited. It was my first day. I had my backpack on. My parents, they waved goodbye. And I'm walking down the road, and all of a sudden this big 5th grader shows up. And he starts calling me these names. He's picking on me. And he called me this name, and I don't know what it means, but every time I say it, something bad happens. What was the name? No, I'm not telling you. I told my teacher. She sent me to the principal. I told the principal. He expelled me. I told my parents. My mom cried. My dad kicked me out of the house. I told a homeless man. He took me to court to sue me. And then I told the judge. And it's 55 years in jail. Look, I told you. You served your time. Just tell me, what was the name? Okay, I'll tell you. The name was Purple Flower. Wow. Man, really? Yes. And every time I tell someone, something bad happens. I don't want to do anything to you. I understand. That's terrible. But you served your time. I just want to know what it means. Do you know what it means? Yes. But I'm very hungry, and they don't serve food here. So if you would be willing to go across the street, get me this sub sandwich. There's a sub shop right across the street that I just love. If you go over there, get me a sandwich, come back, I will tell you what the word means. Finally, thank God. So he goes across the street, gets a sub. On the way back, he gets hit by a car. So he's laid out on the street. The man comes running out of the bar. He's like, oh my gosh. So he goes to him. The man's just sitting there just, and he picks him up and he says, look, what was the name again? Just tell me, what was the name? Purple Flower. The name means, and then the guy dies. And the moral of this story is to look both ways before you cross the street. That's it.